How do you hold the footy?
I know I'm meant to hold it like that, but I think I struggle to keep a grip.
Yeah,
I feel like it slips a bit, so sometimes I just try to quickly chuck on the boot.
Right, yeah. So it's like ideally we're here, but I get it with smaller hands.
Yeah,
it's like try and find a skinnier part of the ball.
Yeah.
So either like lower, I do like higher.
Yeah, I think I do like that.
I think with here, if you look, like you'll see, as soon as, if I'm here, and then all I do is that, and the ball's already lower.
Yeah.
You pretty much come down onto your knee. If you're a right footer, go right knee down, or you can literally just go here, and then what I've got you doing is like, it's like essentially like 50 left, 50 right. So you can either go like this to get the opposite, or you can just if you want to work on your right hand, on your right foot, right hand, and then you can go left. All right, so just let me see a few of them. Good. And it's not about pushing it down, it's about getting that guide. So getting good control, watching the ball, try and see if it's getting away from you like that. Try and drop it straight so it just kind of comes back. Essentially, we want it probably like on its point. If it's coming back too much, you're leaning it back too much. We actually want to get the ball a bit more upright and slightly tilted forward. So maybe try this one. So on your knees here, so then you can go left, right. So this would be just like a lot quicker way of getting the reps in, and a good drill that you can just do at home. Then we go into more of the like dynamic. So we're just standing upright. You can start slow, like just like that, and then we'll progress to a bit more like realistic. So just let me see a few of your drops. Okay. Yep. And then you. Yep. So don't worry about swinging. So essentially, dropping it and getting that leg back.
Hard not to do it.
It's automatic.
Hard not to swing that.
Alright. Yep. And we want the ball like dropping right in front of our leg, and we actually want it rolling forward away from you. Yeah, perfect. So the reason we want it rolling forward is that most of our kicks need to be on a forward tilt, so they stay low and flat. When you've got it upright, it's okay, but when they're starting to lean back, that's when they go up.
Yeah.
So if you're dropping it like that, it's coming back, you're getting that feedback from the ground.
Yeah.
Same thing if you were to get on a line, and then you'd really be able to see like odds, going off the line. So you want it ideally rolling straight. So maybe.
So you want it to like land there.
Yeah. So because essentially, like when I come down to kick, I want the ball there. Yeah. So for the camera, like there. Yeah. So if I'm doing that, then it's going to be going forward. Yeah. So perfect. Try and get that a bit further forward. Yeah, nice. Good. So with kicking, common mistake is that we just kind of let the ball go out, gets away from us. So having the ability to pull it down and back in is what allows us to get in close and then punch through. So that's where this is really important, that we work on guiding it down. It's not a push, it's got to be that realistic guide. So think about out, and then I always say out with 2, down and in with 1. So no step kick, start with your heel flat on the ground. So common mistake is that we often see in women is popping out of the kick. So with this kick, we're just going to stay flat on our heel, punch through, and try and maintain your balance in the kick. Alright, so don't step into it this time. Yeah, we're trying to keep our balance. Stripping the kick right back. Lovely. So we want to be able to see you keeping balance after you've kicked. Nice, good job. Right, so on this time, let's try and kick it and hold your leg in the air. Show you've got that balance. Yeah, still a little step into it, it's okay. Yeah, so that's perfect. Okay, so getting that feel for being flat on the ground with your heel flat. The next progression is like coming up onto your toes. So on the run type of kicking, you're naturally going to roll onto your toe. So with this one, you'll kick and roll through forward, okay? It's going to be a little bit challenging on your stability when you come up onto your toe, but it happens when we kick. So yeah, and like, yeah, nice. And then you'll get used to it and you just do it in a nice, smooth fashion.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So then the next part, it only happens when we kind of get this down. I think it's weeks 7 and 8, we go into the J kick. So J kick's just getting a bit more like twisting your hips. It's only, I really only teach people to do this when they've got the fundamental structure of keeping everything straight. But those twisting kicks happen in a game, like all the time. If we're, coming around, we're pulling it inside. So it's just important to practice that. So just a slight opening of your hips and still finishing towards your target with some balance, but you finish with your leg on the ground. So yeah, punch through. It's nothing much, just a slight twist. And then the important thing is finishing at the target. So that's where we go wrong, is if we come across and we lose all that balance.
Are we still facing the target to start?
Yeah, so your hips will open up, your chest might twist as well, but keep it pretty controlled. Yeah, nice. And then you finish with your foot still towards your target. So still having that good structure. Nice. Good. So again, this is in week 7 and 8, just for a few kicks. Once you've kind of got the straight kick sorted. With this one, the distances change across the weeks. But what you can do if you are getting comfortable with it, you can see how far back you can go while maintaining your balance. It's a really good drill for those who want to increase their kicking distance. So the ability to get your leg further back allows more room for it to accelerate in the forward swing, and then having that power driving through your hip flexor, and then the stability at contact is really important. So for those who are really good at this drill, see how far back you can go while being able to hit the target. If you don't make that distance, just stay there and see how, and then kind of track your progress.
Do you mean the no step kick?
Yeah.
Rather than the J one?
Yeah, a bit of both. Bit of both. Yeah. The J one, that'll just be pretty erratic.
Yeah.
So just be mindful. It doesn't need to be massive, but opening up the hips a bit more can add a bit more like velocity into your kick, increasing your foot speed. So yeah, good question. Essentially, the kicks that weren't covered are ones that were the position-specific ones. So we essentially just want you practicing kicks that you're going to do in games. So for the backs, we essentially just had a short 45, somewhat as if you're kicking out, and then following it up. I think I do a video on that one. A long down the line kick, it's essentially you're kicking long to like again, it could be from a kick out, the ruckman or the tall who's leading out. So I just want you making sure you're practicing long kicks. And for the defenders was the switch kick. You're going to push back and then you're going to hit the switch, but it's just so a game like kick, right? But try and get it over the top so she can turn and go.
Yeah.
All right, switch is on. All right, hit her up, let's go. Yeah, better. Good. All right, yeah, so
Just on the edge.
really important just to try and get it to advantage. So making it a bit more game-like. It's not just, just a kick. It's a bit more specific to your position. Yeah, long down the line, essentially you just have a partner way back there and you just practice long kicking. Now, midfielders, this is a bit of a funny one.
All right. To actually get in there.
Yeah, perfect. Good job. Right, go again. Right, so this one, see if you can try and get a drop punt. Good, that's good. All right, hold on to her arm, get a good hold. Okay, this one's ground ball. Skip it up. Yep, yeah, good. So realistic kicks where they've got to be somewhat quick getting it off when you're in a contested situation. We'll do one just like that, but again, you just be like, you get the ball and you kick it as far as you can. So everyone's going to get a chance, no matter what position you play, to get long kicking in. All right, so for the forwards, you've got your 15 zones. I want you to, for on the run kicking, I want you to vary up how you get the ball, whether it's rolling on the ground, throwing in the air, you want to snap or drop punt, it's totally up to you. Good, that's it. Okay, this one. Oh, I was for sure that was a goal. Oh, battle. You got your set shots as well. So take a shot from every zone. Fatigue kicking. Essentially, what you do is you start like at the centre half back, sprint down, find your spot where you want to take the kick from, settle, get your breath, take the shot. Alright, so ideally they're sprinting. Alright. Good. Alright, go back. So ideally you're a little bit puffed, a little bit of fatigue in the legs, then you gotta make the shot. Goal. Good, well done.